everybody. Again, this is Rachel Haney with Central Indiana Real Estate Investors Association, also known as Cireia. And today I am so happy and pleased to introduce you guys to Dwayne Bryant. And who Dwayne Bryant is he's a member, both a member and a valued volunteer for Cireia. So wanted to take this opportunity today to just talk with him and just kind of share his perspective on why and what he does for Cireia. So good morning, Dwayne. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for the opportunity. Appreciate it very much.
So Dwayne, how long have you been a Cireia volunteer? You're a member, but
yes.
How long have you been a volunteer also?
Approximately about a little bit over a year. I joined Cireia last April, so a little bit over a year.
Yes. Awesome. And what is it that you do for Cireia?
The volunteer, everything from greeting at the monthly meetings or any meetups that we have, making sure guests and all members know where to go, introducing them to vendors or at least where to go to meet the vendors. And we were beginning to, I was learning the benefits of Cireia as well, so I can speak to anybody, on the floor while we're networking, letting them know the benefits of being a Cireia member as well.
Oh, that's great. So
yes.
What made you decide, hey, I'm a member and I can attend these events for free, but what made you decide, hey, and let me up it, and instead of just being a member, I'm also going to volunteer my time? What made you decide that was a benefit for you?
I've always had that mentality just from growing up in sports and having a military background. I always wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself. So anything that I join from work or anything I do, I always want to look for a volunteer opportunity. And then also with me getting into real estate investment, being somewhat new, you want a volunteer that gives you an opportunity to kind of be the fly on the wall and just kind of not, you're always around people who have knowledge in real estate and also networking, like effective networking, building those relationships with people. So down the line, investment deals and those things that come through, you already have a rapport with quite a few people. So, but the macro of it is volunteering. That's just a part of me. I like to be a part of something bigger than me, and I always like to be of service to people. So,
well, I've noticed when you've been there and you're just so friendly, your smile is huge, and you are the perfect person to be greeting everybody and just welcoming people there. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So tell me just a positive or impact that you've had being a volunteer at Cireia.
Well, actually, there's plenty of impact, but I have a story, but also just the impact really, because I've learned so much from that time frame about real estate, the different niches of investment real estate that you can get into. You learn like not the Hollywood part of flips and all the background of the hard work and trying to figure things out. Right. No, not at all. So
it's not HGTV.
No, it's not. And a lot of people have that mentality. So it allowed me to really learn from the ground up on how to really effectively get into investment. What's my entry point? What niche I want to get into? And also, just while I was talking about building those relationships, we, as a greeter, we were at the door when we were first having the meetups at the new building. And the gentleman and I were the greeters quite a few times in a row. And we kept talking and found out we're Chicago Bears fans. So we were, going back and forth about that and talking about real estate. And then come to find out it's Darren Finney, who's one of the bigger people who does the flips. I'm like, this guy is just a really cool guy. We're talking nonchalantly. I'm learning stuff and all that. All this time, I'm right next to somebody who teaches about flips and those things. So that's a benefit to me, that to really build a true relationship with somebody like that. And then later down the line, we already have a rapport with each other and we can go from there. So,
yeah, that rapport goes a long ways. That building authenticity and people being more willing and eager to help you when you continuously see that you're there to learn and wanting to stick around. So awesome. You leave your mark there when you are a volunteer, for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely.
So okay, so please provide for any new person wanting to get into real estate investment, What is your golden nugget for the day?
You have to really be ready to work at it. Um,
Mhm.
it's not going to be given to you with all the new people with a new face, and it's all about investments. You have to really learn how to work at it and learn and educate yourself from wholesaling if you're going to wholesale,
Mhm.
educate yourself if you're going to do multifamily, understand the language of finance in whatever real estate niche you're in. So when you do have that opportunity to have a cup of coffee and pick somebody's brain, you can bring value to them. And then
Mhm.
also you know what you're talking about. Even if you're new, you want to master the craft as possible. And I always say start out with the financial analytics of whatever real estate you're going to get into, understand
Mm,
the financing
very good.
because it's all about numbers. At the
Mhm.
end of the day, the relationships are great, but it's all about the numbers as well. So you should educate yourself as much as possible until you get your first deal.
Absolutely. That's great. The financial literature, huge, huge, huge part of it. Uh,
Huge.
yeah. Understanding the aspect. So, Dwayne, a little bit about you. Again, thank you so much for your time. And we
Of
also know
course.
that you are a broker for Midland Real Estate. So
Yes.
we
Yes.
want to make sure that people know that about you, and I will have a link directly to that. So people who are watching this, make sure that you click on that, and that you are able to see what it is that Dwayne Bryant can do for you. He also owns Cherry Valley Investments LLC. And along
Yes.
with the other links, we will have links to his other social media platforms that you guys can check out. In the
Awesome.
meantime, we thank you so much for the time that you have invested into the organization. And we truly look forward to seeing you again. And
Of course.
you're just always a smiling face again. So thank you for that.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I always want to say thank you to Miss Vicky Perry, one of the greatest people I've met. Not just from the gold nuggets that she lays on you for real estate, but just a really great person. So just a shout out to her and a shout out to you for getting Cireia out here like that. It's very much appreciated. Great job.
Well, thank you so much. And I have to add with what you're saying, there's very few people who can be considered a cornerstone for any major organization. And I would dare say that Vicky is truly a cornerstone for Cireia
Yes,
and in Indiana State RIA too, also.
very much so.
So,
Thank you
all
so
right.
much.
Thank you so much, Dwayne. And we look forward to seeing you.
All right. Have a great day.
All right. Bye bye.